All right, my name is Brad Domino, aka your content god, and this is Behind the Mask. Guess what? I had the opportunity to visit the new lake that has been discovered inside Kumasi, Kenya. Wow, beautiful scenes, calm environment, and trust you're gonna love this place. Yes. Okay, so this is the whole place. Newly established. I don't know how to call it, but for say a lake. It is called Enclave. Kumasi Ashanti region. No, but Kenya say baby. Papa friend is Steven. I don't chedia. Now sorry, nechiwa and yes, Enclave. So this Sunday you can come along with the family, friends, and everyone just to come and have fun over here. Now, me no opinion. I was no edin komo bebre, edin komo bebre. Wachre yen insuo no emu tenten ene bambo a ewo aha nyina oba obede ubenya no. Yes, oba ubenya bambo bebre ena ede free aha ese afi wasa kire yen agro bebre a omo ba bedi ewa ha ehyehyeye ne adwuma bebre a omo ba bedi ewa ha nyina be kakra no ye do favorite artist bede ebeba udansuo mu ne perform ye dey. Isn't this beautiful? Yes, it's very beautiful. It may you stress be bright. I feel so trust you. This is one of the places ababeji Kumasi for how ni be bright everywhere. Into this and every day no ubetimi atwa fa na so near busiana day aba abeji money. This is Behind the Mask. Ya no subscribe e dey mami Content God Studios on YouTube. Afi TikTok Brad Domino, and then on Facebook is Content God. Now afi me no penino enkobo stick and stay. Do subscribe to me. First off, how did you guys discovered this place?
So we've known of the Truba Lake for maybe 25 years. All right. And we know that it was formed during the time when they were quarrying the place. And I think they blew up some dynamite that hit a spring in the rock. And then 24 hours later, it had converted into this huge lake. Okay. And so we've known about its existence for quite a while. It's only 5 years ago that we put in a proposal to Nenshia because usually all land belongs, of course, to His Majesty the Asante Hene. And so we're putting a request for the site so that we could convert it into an adventure tourism site. And it was just a couple of weeks ago that we finally got the approval, and then we started work here.
So have you actually started operation?
Yes, we have. So there are 3 adventures here. You can paintball, you can upsail off the cliff, and then you can kayak on the lake as well.
So where is the cliff exactly?
So first this cliff, but after we're done, we've already done anchor point above here. Okay. So very soon it will be this 165-foot cliff. Yeah, so eventually this is what we'll be doing.
Is it going to go over the lake?
So upsailing is descending a cliff with the rope.
All right.
So that's quite different from zip lining.
Zip lining.
And the zip lining will be ready in a month when we set it up from that side, and then it will go across the lake to
across the lake.
Yes.
So how do you call this place?
So we call it the Enclave.
The Enclave. Yeah. Why the Enclave?
Because the name represents what we want to do here. Yeah, which is have an enclave of adventure. So a place where, like an arena, where everything adventure can be found, and there will be 7 different adventures here by the time we're done.
Okay, now let's look at security. Security. What is the measures that have been put in place in case someone wants to come and have fun over here?
So the adventures themselves are safe because we're the safest adventure company west to Central Africa. And so when you come here and you're doing kayak, and we give you life jackets, but we don't just give you a boat for you to be on your own. There are rangers who are with you to guide you and keep you safe. So that's for the water. For the upsail, everybody that upsails is already geared up with harnesses, safety helmets, gloves, and everything that they need to in order to have a successful upsail. And all our guys are certified, so they know what they're doing, and then they guide you through that process. We haven't had an accident since our business operation across the country in 2010. And we don't intend to do that here at the Enclave.
You've been saying we. Who exactly are you?
So the company is Brave Hearts Expeditions.
Brave Hearts Expeditions.
Yes, and we are the operators of the Enclave. And so the parent company, because you can't call this place Brave Hearts Expeditions, or else you're going to have 10 Brave Hearts Expedition sites across the country. Yeah. So everywhere we go has a name. In Akosombo, we have the Trident. And over here, we have the Enclave. But it's the same parent company, and the rangers, qualified, trained, and certified rangers who run the adventure operations wherever we are.
So how many do you have across Ghana? How many?
We have about seven.
Seven locations.
Yeah. The first one is in Lake Volta. We're called the Twin Islands.
The Twin Island.
And then in Akosombo, we have the Trident. At the Cloyum Hills, we have the Vulcan. And in the mountaineering areas, we have the Olympus in Afajato and at the Amajope area. So different locations.
It means you guys are really working.
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's come to the depth of this particular lake. Do you have them? What is the depth actually?
About 160 feet.
About
60 feet.
60.
Yes.
Oh wow.
But that has no relevance when you have a life jacket and the boat, because I mean human beings you float. Yeah, because you spend 9 months in your mother's womb floating. So if you know what you're doing, you can float on the water this large. And it's not as big. I mean, we kayak in Lake Volta, and that's until recently the largest man-made lake on earth.
Yeah.
So this is nothing compared to that vast expanse. But it doesn't mean that we renege on our safety system. We still make sure that even if you say you can swim, we still need you in a life jacket. We still need you in the safety system.
All right. So how do you call this one? Is it a man-made lake, or this is one of the natural lakes we have around?
So sometimes it's man is doing what he's doing, and then nature takes over.
So what is this?
So it's a natural, we can say it's a natural lake. Yeah, we can say it's a natural. It may have, we didn't create the water. We just hit the water, okay? And once we hit the bedrock and the water came up, it's nature doing its thing.
So it's actually a man-made lake. Once you didn't create it, it makes it looks natural somehow.
So we can argue on the nomenclature, but ultimately the water is natural. We just dug a pit. So now, if we had dug this pit and it had rained in it, okay, man made the pit, nature put in the water. But you're right, it would not have been formed if we hadn't
without any activity.
So yes, you could say correctly that it's man-made.
Okay. So let me ask, for how long are you guys going to operate here?
For as long as, I mean, it's a collaboration between Menshia and Braveheart Expeditions.
What about the government of this nation?
So thankfully, we met with the regional minister yesterday.
Dr. Mwakwene.
Yes, and then the day before we met with the MCE of the Kwabre East Municipal Assembly. And so they have asked, and we have indicated our availability to the support of government in any part that they can. The regional minister in particular wants to really get involved, so that especially for next year when we're doing the Ashanti Festival, so that we could, you know, bring in the crowd and get a lot of things.
How by then this place will be a very beautiful place by then?
Yes, it's still beautiful, because
looking at it, I can see a lot of things are being constructed over here.
So if you understand what adventure is, the natural environment is what
makes it adventurous.
Exactly. Yeah. So the infrastructure, whilst relevant, is only 10% of everything else. So yeah, there will be washrooms, there will be receptions, and all of that will be done. But without those, the adventure is
still there.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I can feel that. I can feel that.
But those will be present. You're absolutely right. The supporting infrastructure will be present by then.
Okay, that's very good. So I would want you to, say a lot of things that will encourage people to troop into this place, as like you were saying that currently Ashanti Festival, that's next year, a lot of things will be happening over here. So I would want you to say one or two things that will bring people on board.
So, I mean, this will be Kumasi's first and leading adventure site, where you can have a cocktail, what we call a cocktail of adventures. So here you can do kayaking. You can't kayaking, and then they say, "Oh, the shame, yeah, your friend kayak, so now the paddles, a piano, not just a walk on so now walk you anywhere in so na and no such now would be sa ejumedino and your friend kayaking. Like a boat, and I would to insure so I could do any dear, a friend boating. It's in a share or the yes, a jumano, and a man, the two, and your way any D. It is a kayaking by a kayaking, we used to surf border, not just a or surf it, which is surfing. It is an no kayaking different from boating, and I say any other water sport. I say jet ski now, they bar, yeah, and cast a walk kayaking, because a jet ski. It's another differences. In bowling and abseiling. In 2 months, you can do zip lining and a canopy walkway. And then there will be high ropes courses as well, and lots of other things for younger people as well. So if you want to push your mind beyond your limits, this is the place to come.
For Kumasi and Ashanti region, we only know of Lake Bosumtwi.
Well, now you have the Enclave.
And now we have the Enclave, located inside Kenya.
Yes, in Chuba specifically.
When exactly is this place going to be ready? So, like you said, you've mentioned a lot.
So it is ready for the 3 adventures I have mentioned.
Yeah.
So, and when you come, you can decide to do an adventure a day, or you can do your adventures over a period of time. Yeah. When in a month's time, when the zip lines and the canopy walkways are here, you can then come and do them as well. Because if you come here and there are 100 people here, you could probably do all the adventures within the first 3 to 4 hours. So it all depends on how much time you have, and of course what your budget is for the time that you're doing your adventures. But we promise that within 3 months, everything else that needs to be here will be here.
Okay, so talking of budget, how much do I need to carry around here?
So an adventure is 100 cedis. So if you're doing 3 adventures, that will be 300
cedis.
When we have 5 adventures, it will be 500 cedis, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Wow, this is Kumasi actually.
So I think that, I mean, Kumasi, Ghana, Accra, it's the same thing. If you want the same quality of the service you get in Accra, in Kumasi, then you pay for it.
Then you have to pay for it.
Exactly. But 100 cedis is cheap for the kind of adventure it is, unless of course people are only restricted to food and alcohol. Then in that case, that's the value of your life. But if you want to push yourself beyond what you know and take it off your bucket list, you should be ready to pay. 100 cedis isn't that much.
So if I may know, what is the essence of, engaging in these activities?
So what it pushes your mental faculties beyond the limits, so that you have a sense of satisfaction and achievement at the end of the day. 99% of our clients can't swim, but if you kayak a lake behind me and you capsize in the lake and you learn how to correct your boat after you capsize, there's knowledge, there's confidence. You understand? This is why when you travel and you're meeting anybody that has done these things, you're not the same. He has probably paraglided, he's climbed to some of the highest mountains. If you're talking any subject, if any challenge comes up, they are more confident than you are, because they have pushed themselves beyond their regular limits of physical, mental, and recreational endurance. And all you've done is drink alcohol and dance a little thing at a few funerals. You're not the same people. You understand? And this is why when people go to NASA, before you go into space, they do these kinds of activities to build their mental resilience so that nothing shakes them. You understand? And this is sometimes the difference between other people and us when we meet and we're competing, is because they've done a lot.
So per what you're saying, then it means you need this. You really need this.
Absolutely need
yes.
This. Because we, like, some time ago, we used to argue that the head was for carrying load.
Yes.
No, it's not for carrying
It's
load.
not for carrying.
It's for pushing it into these kinds of activities.
Really?
So that people can realize that, hey, I am more than I think I am, even if I don't think that I have the skills. And these things actually translate into the real life. If you survive this, you can pass your examinations because you're more confident, and nothing will put you in between life and death like these kinds of activities.
Yeah, I can see that. Exactly. I can see that, because I'm looking at the water and it's like, wow, the depth.
Yeah,
I'm actually afraid of the depth.
Don't worry about the depth. It's because when you drown, you're actually, not you, but if people drown, they're really on the surface. Okay, it is after they died and then the muscles stiffen that they go under. You understand? So we believe, a lot of people, Africans, believe that, okay, you have to do libation and do some other things for the water to give out. But actually what happens is that rigor mortis sets in, making you heavier, and once you relax and you're bloated, then of course you come to the surface.
Are you guys working with an insurance company? I hope you know what I mean.
So adventure, no insurance company will insure adventure.
Why?
Because it's extreme.
It's a 50-50 thing.
Yeah, it's how do I say it? You cannot. It's like force majeure, like an act of God.
Yeah.
Anything could go wrong. Okay, and it's so because of that, people who do adventure usually sign a waiver where they say that whatever happens, you're on your own, and that is true, because if you weren't looking for an adventure, then stay at home.
Do you have that here? Do you have that waiver here?
Yes, everybody signs.
So one needs to sign before.
Yes, one needs to sign.
Embarking on each activity here.
Exactly. But we have 5 things to ensure your safety: the ever presence of guides, security systems, safety systems that are inherent in the adventure, such as life jackets and the boots, and we have a medic on site to take care of some of what we expect to be there. And of course, if you fall into the water, there are swimmers who can fish you out of the water and all of that. So if you put all these measures in place, then it takes care of the risk that you anticipate, unless of course there's an earthquake and this whole thing comes down, and in that case you sue God.
Yeah, exactly. That's not your doing.
No, that's
yeah,
not
I know.
doing.
I know. I've really understood that.
Yeah.
So let me ask my last question. Do you have some social media platforms that people can actually visit for more information?
Yes, the Enclave on Facebook and TikTok and on Instagram. Yeah, you'll find a lot of information. Usually photos and videos, because it's easier to show than to just type out the word. So pictures will tell you what to do here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me ask, when exactly do you guys operate within the week?
So
we have 7
in the
days
morning,
in the week.
yeah, until 5 p.m. in the evening every day.
Each day.
Yes.
Okay. So do you have special editions on weekends, or it's just a normal thing here?
So weekends, there are a lot of people here on weekends. So what happens is that, so it's fun to do the adventures on weekends when you're looking for a crowd. But if you want privacy, then the weekdays are the time to come. Then it's just you and your friends without anybody else, so to speak, in your space. Yeah, so it means when you're here on weekends, there's more laissez-faire. You have like the place to yourself on weekdays, but on weekends it's really tight.
Do you actually have reservations for family, or a treat for family?
So children pay half price if they are in basic school, and
Basic, like from basic 1 to
basically
basic
anybody
6.
that's below 13 years of age pays 50 cedis. If they are between 13 and 17, then they pay 75 cedis.
Does it come with an entrance fee, the 50
So
cedis?
if you're doing the adventure, you do not pay an entrance fee, because you're already coming to do the adventure.
Yeah.
The entrance fee are those who want to spectate but do not want to do the adventure. Yeah. So for example, if you were doing kayaking, you would have paid 100 and you wouldn't have needed to pay the
adventure
fee.
Okay. Yeah, the entrance fee, rather.
That's correct.
Because you entering means you are coming to.
Yeah, we can't take your 100 cedis and not allow you to come in.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Well, let me say a very big thank you to you, and we are looking forward to, experiencing and expecting a whole lot from you guys. Braveheart Expeditions, right?
Yes, and thank you, BTM. I'm really looking forward to working with you.
Your name, please?
My name is JJ.
JJ.